I don't know if this is a compliment or what. Now I was going to do some videos tomorrow about this guy's law firm. He's a lawyer, YouTuber, and it was like obvious why they put his videos in my recommendations. I mean, he even had one. He even got one about the drones, bird drones. Not really. It's real. I'll show you in a second. Remember, I was like, that bird is flying, but that one was a real bird. That was not a fucking drone. That was, I don't care. I don't care. I don't think they got that because it was too low. It was way too low. I mean, if they might. I don't know. I just doubt. But that means it's the feds, and not motherfucking city cops. But here's the big deal. All right, so this morning I leave a comment 9 hours ago. That's my main channel. Okay, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, it says 9 hours ago, but the point was Tom Cruise and pre-crime to stop murders. Yeah, it's YouTube. But what I was talking about at the point right here, she is, so they're mad about that, because they're trying to take our guns like they swear they're not. So they're mad, plus I said it, and, I guess they think it's pretty clever because the reasonable gun owner, all that shit, because what it is, you're trying to stop crimes, and that's why I said there's no pre-crime. So there really is no such thing as a reasonable gun owner or responsible gun owner, rather. Which it's usually the communists always come up with words. Responsible gun owner. I'm a responsible gun. No. You just responsible person. Period. Otherwise, your ass be in prison for anything. Could have been anything. Stealing, child abuse. Something, anything. So that means you don't have to be a responsible gun owner. See what I'm saying? All that shit is bullshit. Anything, vehicular homicide, manslaughter, anything. You didn't poison somebody, matter of fact, involuntary manslaughter because you're not responsible, meaning you didn't mean to kill them, but you were just irresponsible. And then you didn't do it with a gun. You could have fucking, who knows? You just irresponsible. You cooked some old ass shit that you shouldn't have cooked. And they got botulism and died or so, anything, I'm just saying, you're irresponsible at work. So no, all that. So they get mad, all that because I think I'm hitting them hard. You're like, where's this going? All right. So I just quickly look at the internet. I mean YouTube right now, and I see that guy, the lawyer. I was, gonna. I'm still do show some of his videos. Like I said, this must be a compliment. All right, this is short. First of all, it's like, it took me a second to let it sink in because this is no way that. In my experience, minority now it's 9 hours ago. Okay, yeah. See that? I think that changed because first it said 6. No, just 20 minutes ago. First it said 6. That's how I think I think they just made this video. First it said 6. I started the screen. Some said screenshot it, and that was about 20. Well, how long I've been talking? 4 minutes. Now it says 9 hours ago. But when I first picked up my phone 10 minutes ago, it said 6 hours ago. Now, true enough, sometimes I might have not refreshed, but okay, it said 5 minutes ago, it said 6 hours ago. I mean, 8 hours ago. I mean, true enough, he could have put it in at 9 hours, but either way, there's no way he said the same thing. Minority Report, pre-crime units, da da da. And it's not a whole video because I'm like, so he made a whole because his videos are long, right? I show you the rest of his videos. I told you I had been watching them while I was cooking. You know, that's his the one about the drones, and this one the government is watching. You know, all that. I was watching them while I was cooking, and these are 17. But I'm like, he's a professional lawyer. He could freestyle. Yeah, right off the top of his head, just like I did. But he knows way more about the law because he's a lawyer. That's his videos. He tells you about all the you don't have to do this and your rights, but also you got to check your local city and state. But he tells you like, and they keep putting it in my recommendations, but yeah, this is the bird one right quick.
Like your backyard, maybe the area that's fenced in.
And also he's just talking about just a drone period, not even one, but they show you right here, you know.
Later, we already know that China has been using bird drones for years.
I mean, but see, you see that's easy to tell. But what I'm saying, and then see cops and FedEx. This was 2 months ago. It's another one of his videos. And like I said, you notice a lot of times when I'm sitting out here, FedEx will pull up across the street, right? And I did take it as them just just ordering stuff on purpose just to compete. And the FedEx, barely pulls up in here every once in a while, but usually it pulls up at that White House or old boy house. And like I said, now all of a sudden it's the same time period, 9 hours. Now that they know I'm filming, it changes to now. First it was 6, but I guess that's what something said. Just take a screenshot. But I went to use the bathroom first, and then come back, and yeah. But see, this one, yeah.
This is one of the few obvious things that most people across the political spectrum would agree is the responsible use of gun ownership is to protect your property and your...
See, all that responsible use, you don't need all that. That's what I'm saying. And if you're supposed to be on our side, quit using their words, libtard words, Democrat, responsible gun owner, responsible use. This bullshit. That's not what it says, and they try to change the kind of Second Amendment. It's like, no, don't say nothing about responsible. That's what laws are for. If you fuck up, your ass go. That's what we're saying. That's why they started letting people, giving them shorts, or even just letting them go, so they could take the rest of our guns. The people don't get it. They let these Democrat soldiers go out there and kill people, and then let them go. Because that's what I'm saying. That's what the law is for. That's why you're responsible everything. You're not responsible just the gun owner. You're responsible everything. So your ass don't end up in prison. And so that's why I left that comment. Because what they like, even if for the ones who are brainwashed, they're trying to, think that, oh, well, the gun list, the whatever, the background check, you're trying to prevent something. Like I said, this ain't pre-crime. And then I haven't even watched it yet. Let's see what Buddy got to say about
Imagine standing outside your friend's house just... In my experience, new technology merely amplifies old problems. It is true that both Michael Celestine and Clint Carter had their cases dismissed, but the amount of damage done to someone who spends...
And then I'm pretty sure he's gonna say, man, we've been planning this video. Yeah, yada yada yada. There's no such thing as coincidence like that. At the same time, both of us, he posted a video you've been planning, and spontaneous, I write a comment at the same time, or the same hour about Minority Report.
A year in jail without a conviction.
And like I said, hey, it's a compliment. Because that means, like I said, if they wouldn't have tried to kill me, especially even after I got out of the army, I would have been a good lawyer. If even lawyers got to steal from me.
Experience, new technology merely amplifies old problems. It is true that both Michael Celestine and Clint Carter had their cases dismissed, but the amount of damage done to someone who spends more than a year in jail without a conviction is almost indescribable. The worst part of this is that this sort of thing happens all the time in New Orleans. Matt Engelberg, New Orleans public defender, said this, and I quote, "I see these types of police reports weekly. Someone literally standing outside their house or on a street corner next to their car, and they're stopped for reasons unknown, and subsequently end up with some bogus charges in jail. Then they can't pay bail or for whatever reason get caught up in the system." The point, these minority report pre-crime units, both in New Orleans and across the country, should be once and for all ruled upon by the United States Supreme Court as an absolute invasion of our privacy, particularly under the Fourth Amendment. In my experience, new technology merely amplifies old problems. It is true that both Michael Celestine and Clint Carter had their cases dismissed, but the amount of damage done to someone who spends more than a year in jail without a conviction is almost indescribable. The worst part of this is that this sort of thing happens all the time in New Orleans. Matt Engelberg, New Orleans public...
Like I said, then my comment, I see I spelled whatever. My count, well, okay, now it says mine was 10 hours ago. Okay, that's why I went back. So maybe it was the refresh side, but either way, his still says,
in my experience, new tech...
9 hours ago. Okay, so yeah, all right, so I'll take that. Mine says 10 hours ago, and this one says 9 hours. So I made that post. Matter of fact, I probably made that post, that comment right before I came out and made my first video today. And like I said, is there's no coincidence that so they've been putting these guys' videos in my recommendations, wanting me to watch them for some reason, but I don't know. Well, maybe it's supposed to, like I said, maybe they've been infiltrated. They want me to know. It's our people that want me to, that this is what's, there is people that know what's going on, because I was, like I said, I was gonna wait till the, and I'm still gonna wait because it's late. But this one, he is one of his from 4 months ago. How they could track you, and they've been doing it for years. They just used to lie about it, and now it's just becoming known.
This technology.
Basically, that's all about battle. I want to say about it. When a general goes in battle, he doesn't give out his battle plan.
But what about innocent?
You're not a general. You're a cop. You're protecting serves. He might have been, that old sheriff. He might be a Vietnam vet or something, but you're not in the military no more. This ain't the military police. You're not. See, that's what I'm saying. And they got that mentality because of the Democrats letting criminals run free. And so he's not. What he's saying is he don't give a damn, and he's not gonna stop using this technology. Yeah, he's using it's to protect the people. Spying on people. It's all your phones. It says it could tell what room you are in your house, what room you're in your house. But I'll do all that tomorrow. See, they got my recommendations loaded up with his stuff. There they go with the helicopters. The could be the life flight or something. Somebody was in an accident. But anyway, that's it.